it's hard to believe that it's already August. I'm not sure what's happening to the summer. And I'm hauling out. This will be the first time that the boat's being hauled out when I'm present to see it. So we had the boat hauled in March of 2020. Actually, no, it might have been February, just for the survey. So I've seen photos of the boat out of the water, but this is the first time I'm actually hauling out and being down here to see the boat. So the task for this haul out is to bottom paint and replace a bunch of through hulls. So I'm heading from Ladysmith to Maple Bay, and they have a nice little boatyard there and a nice little travel lift. And yeah, it should take me about 3 hours. From the marina to Maple Bay is about 16, 17 nautical miles, I think. So yeah, about 3 hours to get there. And it probably won't be very eventful. I'm just going to motor down. But this is the first time the boat's moved since the last episode when I turned the boat around. I've done a bit more work since then. I've replaced the stove. We really loved our little Dickinson Caribbean 2-burner stove and oven on Moonshine, and we decided to get the Dickinson Mediterranean model, which is the 3-burner with an oven. So here's a look at the Dickinson Mediterranean stove and oven, and we're really glad that this model fits great in Northern Dancer, because I mentioned to you already that we could only fit the 2-burner model, and this one has the 3-burner. So I'll just give you a quick little look. It's got this nice cutting board that sits on top for additional counter space when not in use. You can pull that off. You've got 2 smaller burners in the front, 1 large one on the back, and there's actually 2 rows of flames. There's a row in the upper circle and another row there for your large pot, so it's a little more even for the heat. I don't have the propane on right now, but you just basically turn the dial when you push in and it auto lights. It's got a locking handle for the oven, and we have 2 racks, but if you take this one out, you have quite a bit of space in there. I don't know what the actual dimensions are, but lots of room. And one nice thing about this oven is that you have a burner on the bottom, but you also have a broiler on the top. We had that on the last stove as well. But the only difference is the depth, primarily because you've got the space for 3 burners, and that is the Dickinson Mediterranean. So it fits perfectly in there. The 3-burner wouldn't have fit in Moonshine, but we're glad that the 3-burner fits in Northern Dancer Hive. So I did that project. I've finished sort of wet sanding and polishing the cabin top. I've finished polishing the hull on both sides. But I see a bit of junk in the water, so I better pay some attention. And I'll check in when I'm closer to Maple Bay. Well, I'm just coming into Maple Bay, and I'm a bit early. So I'm actually not hauling out today. I'm just going to tie up to their dock. It's the end of their workday, so I just wanted to get the boat down here today I'll just stay on the boat tonight, and then they'll haul me out tomorrow. Well, I made it to Maple Bay. I'm all tied up. It's a little while later, and I'm actually tied up at Maple Bay Marina, which is right beside the travel lift area. And tomorrow is haul out day. First time seeing the boat out of the water in person. Well, the boat is out of the water. This is the first time I've seen it out of the water in person. So that was exciting today to see it come out of the water. There wasn't actually that much growth on it, but I've had divers on the boat 2 times a year since we've owned the boat, because we just haven't had a chance to get down here and haul it out. So it's kept it actually fairly clean. There's a few mussels on there, but nothing like what I was expecting, so that's good. ND5's in her new home, her new spot for a bit, and back in the water, and maybe I can get out cruising finally and do a little more around the Gulf Islands and take you guys along and show you some other spots. So, but first, get this done, then go cruising. Well, hello. It's been about a week, and I thought I better start shooting some video. What has happened? Well, last you saw the boat was just being put into its spot on the stands. I've been working on bright work myself, and I'm also working. I don't have every day off right now, so I've been picking away at the bright work. I'm stripping the varnish, sanding it, and probably going to revarnish it. I like the varnish look. I know it's a lot of work, but I can just pick away at that. And I was going to get 4 through hulls replaced initially, that turned into like 10 now. Well, some of them are being glassed over that weren't being used anymore. Right now you can probably hear a drill going. That's for the final through hull that was for a really old transducer that's been capped off. So I said just take it out and glass it over. And I've also had a new transducer put in. It's a tri-data, speed, depth, temperature. Yeah, so, oh, and I hear raindrops. It's been really hot here. The boat is a disaster. Maybe you can see that or not, but there's engine work being done. Just moving some hoses, and I can't remember what else. Oh, through hull for the engine, of course. We might do the boot stripe if there's time, and then bottom paint. So yeah, not a ton of stuff, but it takes time, and it'll be nice to know that everything's working below the waterline. That was the whole point of this haul out, was to make sure that everything's good below the water and we can shut off every through hull. And that's about it, I think. Yeah, anyways, I'll just take a little look around and show you what's going on. There's a little closer look at our bow thruster. So you see it's got 3 blades on one side and 3 blades on the other side. Not sure if you can see that. That thing works very well. It's really raining out. I think if I go on this side I'll get wet. There we go, that's another look at it on this side. And then we move down a bit. There's 3 through holes that are missing now. We got water intake for the toilet. The toilet, or the head out, and this is the head sink out. This was a big old transducer that's been capped off, so it's getting glassed over. This is getting glassed over. This is getting glassed over. This one is going to be our shower sump out. Even though it's way back here, there's already a hole in the boat, so we said let's just repurpose it rather than drill a new hole. And under the water, but this one here, I think you can see, that is for our bilge pump. Oh, also the prop is getting serviced. There we go. Prop is going to get serviced, all greased, and new cotter pins, and it's been all cleaned up a bit. But it's a max prop, so it feathers for when you're sailing, and when you're in forward, I'm not sure which way's forward, but when you're going one direction, forward or reverse, it'll kick like this, and then when you go to put it in the other direction, it spins, and you got lots of thrust in both directions because of that. They all work together. And of course I replace the zincs while I'm out. So I've got a zinc down here, a plate, and there's one right on the other side on this big hinge. And then we've got one right on the prop. So and over here, these are all the through holes that were taken out. So you can see they're all pretty rough. But they've all been labeled so they know what to order for new stuff. all these ones are the ones that are going to be new through holes put in. Everything down here is stuff that's been removed. So like that through hole fitting is being glassed over. And that's the old shower sump pump. There's a little pulley on it. It's a pretty old little pump, but it didn't really work very well. So that's what's been done. We're just ordering all the new screw holes right now, sizing them all up. Well, hopefully that gives you a little idea of what we're doing so far. And yeah, I'll shoot some video and when there's more to show.